Welcome, family, friends, and teachers, to our grade 4 and 5 winter music sharing session. My name is Elise.
And my name is Ethan. On behalf of 4JP, 4KW, 4TB, and 5CH, 5HK, and 5RR, thank you for joining us today.
WPGA is situated on the Jericho lands overlooking the sea, the sky, and the mountains. As a community, we benefit greatly from our enjoyment of these lands in our day-to-day lives. We humbly acknowledge that we live, work, learn, and express ourselves on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coast Salish peoples, the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and Musqueam nations.
We appreciate and look forward to our continued learning about this territory, including the diverse musical and artistic practices of its people, through our relationships with honored guests from these communities.
This is the first time we've combined the grade 4 and 5 sharings together. Through this format, we hope to share with you a glimpse into the growth and development we experience from year to year.
It is also a great opportunity for the grade 4s to see what things can look like and sound like in grade 5, and for the grade 5s to reflect on how far we've come.
With so many distractions at the forefront of our connected society, we'd like to thank you in advance for turning off your phones while enjoying the live music experience. This ensures that every audience member can let themselves be immersed in the music instead of viewing it through the screens of their neighbors.
The performance is being recorded by Mr. Onhero at the back. You'll be able to find uploaded performance recordings on our WPGA AV YouTube channel once they're ready. Without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Please welcome students from our grade 4 pre-band program to share what they've been working on.
Good morning. I'm Cameron from 4JP. With me is Alice from 4KW and Lincoln from 4TB. This year in pre-band, we've been learning about the extensive history of one of the oldest wind instruments, the soprano recorder. We've started in the medieval period looking at some of the scientific and technological developments that occurred during its almost 1,000-year span. People didn't have electricity. Think about it. From about 476 to 1400, no phones, emails. Letters had to be handwritten for those who could read and write, and then sent by foot, horse, and even ship to get where they needed to go.
We've also talked about the establishment of Western art music, or the music that originates from the region we now refer to as Western Europe. In this tradition, music was being written down and preserved by a form of notation. This established a way for musical ideas to be shared exactly as a composer wanted, so a piece could be repeated in a completely different time and place. It then became much easier for musicians to replicate a piece with precision once they understood the system.
The system of notation we use today was in development toward the later part of the medieval period. While we've been learning to read the lines and spaces of the staff using the traditional notation, we are also becoming musically literate as we imprint stick notation, word patterns, and body pitches, hand signs, and learn by ear as well. This gives us the flexibility as musicians to apply diverse skills to different situations.
Today we'll show you a few different ways we've developed our music literacy skills to create a performance for you. For each of the 3 pieces we'll perform, you'll hear a melody alone to start. This mixes rhythms or lengths of sound with pitches, the highs and lows to make something tuneful.
Next, we'll start to layer up some harmonic elements. One class will begin with a drone, a single held note, or a borden, two pitches that are separated by 5 steps. Another class will add their ostinato on top of that. That's a pattern that repeats over and over. And we'll top that layer cake with the melody again, played as a soli by the 3rd class before we gradually remove each harmonic layer to end.
This process has taught us a lot about structure, or how a piece is organized, but also about improvisation. We've been learning to use our musical skills to create complex sounding pieces with ease when we follow the basic rules using our pentatonic 5-note scale, along with the rhythms we've learned.
Here's 4KW, 4JP, and 4TB in 3 pieces. I got a letter this morning, Captain Go Sidetrack Your Train, and Wind Up the Apple Tree. Thanks for listening.
Hi, I'm Ollie in grade 4 strings. Today we'll be performing O Come Little Children, originally composed by Johann Abraham Peter Schultz in 1794, then titled How Charming, How Pleasant. Over the years, it evolved with a shift in lyrics and became recognized as a beloved German Christmas carol. In our strings class, we've been exploring musical collaboration. We've learned to subdivide quarter notes into eighth notes, a skill essential for harmonious ensemble playing. Keep an ear out for a particular challenge in the piece, a tricky rest where we momentarily pause during an eighth note rest. See if you can catch that brief stop before we seamlessly continue playing together.
I'm Emma, and we will start the string segment of this performance with William Tell Overture by Rossini. This overture is known for its rapid tempo and virtuosic passages. We're challenged by rapid string crossings, intricate bowing patterns, and challenging fingerings. We've had fun aiming for seamless transitions and tight ensemble coordination. Enjoy the excitement and brilliance of Rossini's William Tell Overture.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nathan from 4JP.
And I'm Sunny from 4KW.
Standing in front of you is the Grade 4 class choir. This ensemble is made up of 34 singers from 4JP, 4KW, and 4TB. The other half of the grade you will hear sing at the spring sharing, as they are currently busy refining their acting skills with Mr. Jackson and Miss Boozy Ann.
The first song we would like to share with you is called In the Arms of the Oak by Andy Beck. This beautiful two-part song acts as tribute to those who stand strong throughout the ups and downs of life. We work hard to refine our legato phrasing and dynamic contrast to express the beautiful metaphor between life and the majestic oak tree.
The second song we have prepared to share is a stark contrast to the first. Thunder Drums by Roger Emerson is a unique piece for choir, piano, and bucket drums. The song is written in the style of a rock anthem, and the lyrics are intended to evoke the sounds of nature.
Although we learned the drumming part, we decided to save everyone's eardrums by only featuring a small number of drummers. We're excited to invite Chloe to band, Lincoln, and Ollie on drums. As always, we are also delighted to invite King Ming Wong to join us on piano. Enjoy.
Close Congratulations, grade 4s, on your fantastic performances. We're going to do a quick changeover. Grade 5s, you can quietly bring your instruments and music to the stage.
Grade 4s, you'll take your instruments and music to your places in the audience. We'll see you again in a few short minutes.
Okay.
Welcome back. I'm Martin, and with me is Gloria, Yasmin, and Camden. We're ready to go, starting with the grade 5 intro to band class. At this stage of the game, we've left our trusty soprano recorders behind and started our woodwind and brass rotations. All grade 5 band students have a chance to experience either flute or clarinet for their woodwind instrument and trumpet for their brass.
As you can probably see, we are the flute group. Some people think that you make a sound on the flute by blowing directly into it like this. But if you try Flute Tricks, the super system for learning to play the flute, you can correct this error and play beautifully.
We start by learning to play just the head joint. There are two sounds we work on before assembling the instrument, an open tone and a closed tone.
Once we assemble the instrument, we learn how to set it up in a way that allows us to hold it or balance it, as well as where all our fingers belong. We begin by learning 3 pitches, B, A, and G.
When we become familiar with those, we add a note lower, F, and then a note higher, C.
C was fun to learn, as we also got to learn how to trill, or play quickly between 2 notes like this.
We will be playing 3 pieces for you today. The first time through, you'll hear the melody alone. Then you'll hear it a second time with an accompaniment.
Keeping a super steady beat is essential to make sure we stay together. You can't go back and fix mistakes, but have to learn how to let them go.
As we play, we are also working to use our breath more efficiently to make longer musical phrases and articulate each note with our tongue, just like on the soprano recorder, to separate and clarify them.
Don't forget, we have to read the actual music, move our fingers in time, take breath, and blow to produce sound. So many things happening at the same time, which is why we've worked so hard to prepare our performance for you today. Here is Happy Days, followed by Cassac Savelle, and finally, Folk Song in F. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie. The grade 5 clarinet's been learning the fundamentals of their instrument, including correct assembly, replacement, and playing position and embouchure formation. The group has worked hard to cover the holes on the clarinet using correct hand position, and we've begun to produce a warm playing tone without squeaks. We have mastered for a concert
B flat scale, and our fluency with note and rhythm reading is developing constantly.
The clarinet group has improved as assembly, playing in a good time with our Russian and working effectively together. While respecting and supporting everybody's contribution, we have applied our understandings of fingering and playing concepts, such as a breath support and articulation towards preparing for selected performance.
The group will begin with Merrily Roll Along, followed by Oats, Peas, and Beans, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and concluding with We Will Rock You.
Thank you for your support, and please enjoy.
And 2, and rock out 3, 5, here we go.
welcome to the trumpet part of our sharing session. I'm Kalia.
And I'm Camille. Today we are going to show you what we have been working on during our time with the trumpet.
The first thing we worked on was creating a solid and consistent buzz.
That's right. The mouthpiece is where our music begins, and the full instrument works as an amplifier that helps produce the traditional trumpet sound.
Now that we have warmed up our lips, we assemble our instrument and wait in ready position.
We also are working on call and response rhythms with 3 notes. This helps us with our ear training as we try to play back the melodies that Mr. Jackson plays.
These fundamentals have given us the tools we need to play our first pieces.
The pieces we would like to perform for you today are Beethoven's Ode to Joy melody from his 9th Symphony, and jazz traditional When the Saints Go Marching In.
Thank you for joining us and learning a little bit about the trumpet.
I'm Michelle. Get ready for a fun musical adventure. We're about to play the Rondo Presto by Haydn, and it's like a musical roller coaster. Rondo Presto means playful and fast. The music has an energetic part that goes back and forth between G and E,
a musical style that's based on Hungarian folk dance style. The melody starts high up with the violins and then tumbles down all the way to the cellos. Just when you think it's getting serious, in a minor key, the music returns to the original light and playful mood. The ending, called the coda, is like the grand finale of a fireworks show. The instruments play a little game, passing around pieces of the melody like they're playing catch, and then poof, it feels like the music disappears into thin air. Please sit back, listen carefully, and let your imagination go as we take you on a musical journey with Haydn's Rondo Presto.
Hi, I'm Olivia. We are also thrilled to present Beethoven's Ninth. At the heart of this magnificent piece lies the beloved Ode to Joy, featured in the final movement of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. This timeless melody has transcended its musical origins to become a universal symbol of humanity's ability to unite, transcending differences to strive collectively for the greater good. Our focus in preparing this piece has been on exploring a wide dynamic range, from delicate and hushed tones to unleashing the full force of our instruments to create a compelling and powerful effect. By navigating through the spectrum of soft and subtle nuances to the grandeur of our most resonant sounds, we aim to convey the emotional depth and impact that Beethoven envisioned. So, as we embark on this musical journey, let the Ode to Joy resonate in your hearts, reminding us all of the shared aspirations and harmony that connect us as a community. Get ready for an experience that captures the essence of unity and the sheer brilliance of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony.
Hello, my name is Bradley from 5CH.
And I am Layla from 5HK.
Today, we are excited for 5HK and 5CH to come together to share a song with you. In grade 5, class choir is divided into a 3-term rotation with drama and brain breakers. 5CH had choir first term, whereas 5HK has just started their choir rotation.
5RR's choir rotation will start in the spring, and while we will miss them up here today, we look forward to hearing them sing at the spring sharing.
The song we'd like to sing today is West Virginia's official state anthem, one of John Denver's best-selling songs. This two-part arrangement of Take Me Home, Country Roads has challenged us to refine our pop rhythms while singing confidently in two independent parts.
A little-known fact is that it's often more difficult to learn songs we recognize than entirely new songs, as we are challenged to relearn rhythms. As always, we are very grateful to have Kin Ming Wong join us on piano. We hope you enjoy our rendition of this catchy pop song with a touch of classic country.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads. All my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear her voice in the morning how she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, 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 take me home. Country roads.
Congratulations, grade 5 choir, 5HK and 5R, not 5RR, 5HK and 5CH. Can we give them another round of applause, please? And just to highlight that the two classes, because they're not doing their choir class at the same time, they did have like one extra rehearsal to actually put that together with that two-part harmony and just, again, matching rhythm, diction in terms of how you pronounce words. So it's really impressive what you've accomplished in that one, and just that one extra bit of time to be able to do that together. So thank you so much. Congratulations also to the rest of our grade 5s, to everyone, and our grade 4s, who we have not forgotten about you, on a fantastic first combined sharing session. Thank you, grade 4s and grade 5s. It's quite a different experience when we're trying to prepare to have this many students performing at once for you. So it was kind of a little bit of a trial. And we've been so impressed with how they've carried themselves throughout this morning, because this morning we basically had very short, I kept referring to them as sound checks, but we managed to kind of get actual dress rehearsals in there where they could actually run through things in the space. It allows them to hear things differently. They can hear themselves in a spot that is much more resonant. It's harder sometimes to hear the person beside you even when you're in a new space. So all of this is like, they're essential pieces for us to help get them ready to share with you. The people getting them ready is a fantastic music team I'm so privileged to work with. We have Angie Goddard, who runs our strings program. Supporting her and also helping out often with sound, with recording as well, with helping Maddie and Haro, who's like kind of running that. Maddie is our events coordinator. And I know, Miss Lemon's laughing at me because I was starting to, I realized I jumped ahead a little bit. Miss Lemon also is supporting Mrs. Goddard in strings, but also is often back. I see her like on the camera as well, and there are times where I know Maddie's like kind of called her over, and so we have huge appreciation for everything Miss Lemon does for us in strings and beyond. Miss Richardson working magic with our choir program, along with Kinming Wong on the piano, just like producing amazing results and just giving such support and care to the kids to be able to just sing so expressively to you. Thank you so much. And with me in the band side, I have Mr. Kevin Jackson and Mr. Wayne Elmer, who like help with every element of band. For those who might be new to the school, my name is Laura Bates. I'm the head of the junior school music department, and I get to work with the band groups, but also with all these wonderful people. And in addition to everything that is done here, we had homeroom teachers and specialist teachers, like both in the audience today, and also just helping us through whether it's support in like managing bodies and helping people know where to go when, getting instruments and things like that, but also sharing of spaces like with PE and athletics, helping get the space set up. We have our amazing maintenance team with Jeff Wu and John Shaw at the head of that whole operations section. And we've just been so lucky to be able to always like have people to go to, people to help and support to make this happen. Our leadership team is on at the top of all of that, helping us to give us this time and this space to be able to share with you. And I always leave this for last, and Miss Unger, it's not intentional. It's just because it's always like when I'm going through the little checklist. You can't see it right this second, but I encourage you after we finally wrap things up that you take a look at the artwork that our fabulous head of visual arts has arranged. We have these beautiful graffiti art on the back wall. We were collaborating on a unit on what to listen for in music and trying to develop our musical vocabulary. Oh, you guys are awesome. Yeah, you can sit down. Sure, why not? Oh, they're amazing. And so they've done this beautiful graffiti art following all of, like, when we talk about collaborating on units, we're always looking to make sure that we're meeting the goals of both our subjects. So for Ms. Unger, working a lot on the development of like line contrast, and she would be able to explain much more properly what they've covered in art. Whereas for music, we're talking about all of these elements of music and how they work to differentiate the difference between music and noise. So that has been a really fantastic conversation. The last thing I want to leave you with, unless someone notices that I've missed something, which hopefully not, is just that what I've really enjoyed about this format that we just tried, the 4s and 5s, is giving that chance for the 4s to see what's coming, the 5s to reflect on what they've gone through. And just for us to kind of acknowledge that growth piece, because I feel like this is one of the best places where you get to see that every single student in this school is coming from a different background, a different experience. Some students have been taking lessons since they were 3 years old. Some have just started, like even new at this school this year on an instrument and trying to learn these pieces. Everyone's on a different journey in their learning. You can see that growth so clearly in music, and we have so many different ways that we can celebrate that and that we can really highlight the different ways that everyone is exploring this. And one thing that I'm constantly saying to my own group is just like, don't worry about like making mistakes. Around grade 4 or 5, I noticed that's when they start especially getting worried about the mistakes. Whereas my philosophy is just, as long as you're trying, right? If you make a mistake, it's okay. Not trying is the only excuse that I don't approve of. And I hope that you're on board with me with that. It's because there's always a way, there's always a path, and as long as you're trying, you'll get there, and we'll get there at our own time on whatever instrument or with singing, whatever path we want to choose. And yeah, it's been great getting to see that through these 2 years today. Thank you so much. Grade 4s and 5s, my last message is for you, apart from congratulations. Grade 4s and 5s, your job after this is going to be to make sure that you have your instruments collected and put away. Your job is to get your instruments back to the music department before you go for lunch, okay? So you have to be super responsible, super respectful and careful, okay? And that is it. Thank you so much, everybody.